Have a seat. We have lots to talk about.
The last time I was here, we
Yep.
were in the other studio, and
no
this
people.
is just so amazing
Yeah,
to
it's
see
the greatest,
everyone.
yeah. Thanks so much for being here.
Oh my God, I love you.
All right, I love you so much. What do we have to get into? We have so much to get into. I'm going to start with Halloween because I think I'm going to see you this weekend.
Yeah,
The kids are going to hook
the
up.
producers were like, what are you going to be doing for Halloween? I was like, ironically, I'll be with Jimmy.
We're actually hanging out.
Yeah.
Are they carving pumpkins?
We've been carving pumpkins. We got huge. This guy weirdly got us a pumpkin at this pumpkin patch and we couldn't carry it.
Wait, sorry. You were at a pumpkin patch.
Yes.
Oh yeah, we're not surprised about that. But then a
love the patch.
a guy got you a pumpkin?
Weirdly, I had this whole life lesson with Olive about letting it go. We couldn't carry it. You gotta make your peace with it. And she really did. And then we got to the checkout stand and this guy wheelbarrowed it up and we both started crying. And
because you already said goodbye to that pumpkin.
And she had learned to love and let go. And then I started crying and then we were like, it's a Halloween miracle!
Oh my God, a Halloween miracle,
and then
please.
he had this beautiful Jesus around his neck, and I started having a religious moment.
Oh my God. You thought it was Jesus bringing you a pumpkin?
Yes, and I was like,
You were
thank
so
you
funny.
so much. And then here's the weirdest thing. I was like, first of all, also as a parent, I started spiraling. I wanted to be like, I don't know, this isn't the lesson. This isn't the lesson. The lesson was let it go.
Oh yeah, the lesson not
you
bigger,
get
better.
it.
You get anything you want.
So I'm paralyzed as a parent, not knowing how to handle this situation. I want to make it okay for him. I want her to learn her lesson. And then also I'm like, I gotta pay you back. I want to say thank you. He's like, no. And I'm like, can I get your phone number, and just so I can, pay you back and say, no. He wanted nothing.
Wow, and then he just walked on water away from you guys.
Yes, 100%.
It was really, it was him or Peter Sellers?
Chauncey Gardner.
Yeah, Chauncey Gardner. I knew you'd like that one.
The Halloween miracle.
What? The Halloween miracle. So you got a giant pumpkin.
Yes.
I want to see this.
And then we carved it, and we saved all the seeds, and we had this whole ceremony, and I said, we can't send him a picture, and he didn't want anything in return because, he's a saint.
Yeah. He's not real, yeah, of course.
But if he ever hears this story, you really made me and my daughter cry, and the pumpkin's beautiful, and it did make us believe in miracles.
Yeah, why not? The pumpkin miracle, I love that. Look for it next holiday season.
Yes. Coming to Hallmark
Coming to Hallmark. I want to talk about your cookbook. I know how hard you worked on this thing. I know how much you love cookbooks. You have a cookbook collection. We both have read cookbooks together.
You and I are big.
I'm obsessed with cookbooks.
Ever since, we've known each other for a very long time, and you have always felt like chefs are rock stars, and I feel the same way. I'm very intimidated, blown away by, and that chef just walked in.
Yeah.
And
I love them. I think they're almost like athletes.
Yes.
You come here and you go oh, I can throw a football, and you go, not really. Drew Brees can throw a football, And then you get a chef who comes on, you go I know how to make pasta, and you go, no, you don't have to make. It's just amazing.
Who are your heroes? And a lot of mine, and I also think the food industry is so nurturing, and they take care of each other, and they take care of us, and there are memories to be made, and food is a privilege. So it's just been something that's been at the forefront of my universe. But I didn't want to pretend to be the, me in my kitchen. I'm so not that guy. So I put 300 of my personal photographs. I wrote the whole thing with Pilar. It's very
personal. That's you with a lot of your cookbooks there. Yeah.
Yeah.
That really.
And I took that picture, and I was like, how can I make a book that isn't going to give me imposter syndrome into a world I'm so humble and freaked out about? And so
Pilar,
it's very personal, which made it take so much more work.
Yeah, because you were like, I'm not just going to throw something out there, and it's just to have a cookbook out there.
Writing hundreds of pages. There's, by the way, there's me at the patch.
Wait, this can't be, this is not this recent.
That's a different pumpkin.
What? What?
Yeah, that's the year before.
Did a man give this to you?
No, and guess what? That pumpkin did not come home with me. He stayed there in the patch.
So he just gave it love and then let it be.
Yeah.
That's another.
Because who's carrying that? There's no one to help you. It's you in a wheelbarrow. Unless the saint comes along.
Yes, so a miracle comes along.
And I love food and I love cooking and
I did make this one, by the way, the pasta.
With
the creamy like lemon and the peas. And
it's the best. It's a mascarpone,
Oh,
which is my favorite cheese to cook pasta with, and I love adding.
And they're also the band tonight. Mascarpone's here.
By the way, talk about, like, I got shy. I saw them in the hallway, and I was like, oh, wow, they look really cool.
Yeah. They were saying the same about you.
Oh,
buddy.
no.
I think you're doing such a great job on the show. You know, I'm a religious, watch your show every morning.
I don't know what I would have done without you, because we were launching in a
so
pandemic.
Hard.
You were such
I said to you, I go, what
brother
person
and guider
would launch a show during a pandemic, except for you? And but you did it.
And we did this book in a pandemic.
Yeah.
And I think this is just a great time to not pretend, but peel back the layers and be more ourselves than ever and celebrate our little, beautiful, weird individuality and cheer each other on and share our lives and experiences. I was so optimistic in the pandemic when people were cooking the same things together online to have some form of community. That gave me a sign like maybe I should proceed with this project and create an intimacy and not a veneer.
Yeah, it is very you. Rebel Homemaker. Rebel Homemaker is the name of the book. November 2nd, it is out. And always watch The Drew Barrymore Show on every single morning. Hey, hey.